50 on road to a million. Just hopped out of the shower. We're going to be good to go. Today was a little bit rough for the most part, I would say, because I was thinking, it's like, did I actually truly make the right decision? Did I actually make the right decision to leave my job, or should I have actually stayed employed? I was thinking that might be too bright. I think we're good. Or did I make the wrong decision? Should I go back to my manager and be like, hey, can I actually redact that letter of resignation that I sent? I'm actually going to close that. I don't know if that helped at all. And I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, maybe I should go back and I should like redact my letter of resignation. Because it's like, I don't know what to do. I've been an employee for so long that I've become so accustomed to having that paycheck and knowing that I'm going to have guaranteed income each and every single month to make sure that I can pay for my bills. And I've always had that. And the terrifying part about this is it's like, okay, well, I don't have a guaranteed source of income now coming in each and every single month. So I have to be able to get creative. I have to think about different ways that I can make income, that I can like make sure that I have income coming in. Like the other day, day 48, it looks like I was talking about how I was going to be going to Southeast Asia. And I do still want to do that. And I still am going to do that. I have a goal of being able to fly first class over there. So I need to get my mind to be able to think of ways to be able to do that. And since I was able to make $40K within 5 months selling somebody else's product, it's like, why can't I do the exact same thing for myself? So yes, it is terrifying. And I'm like, okay, crud, maybe I should go back and I should talk to him and I should explain how, like, the reason why I left. And I think this applies to any relationship, that it could be like a one-on-one relationship that you have with your partner, or it could be a relationship that you have with at work. When we leave, and I had this happen when I left my girlfriend a couple of years ago as well too, or when we broke up essentially, and then when I quit this job too, is like, we think about all the good things. We think about all the good times. We think about, oh, they treated us so well here. They did this good thing, or they did this good thing. And we forget, at least I do, about the bad things. We forget about how they told us, oh, we just need to add more polish. We just need to give you a little bit more polish to make sure that we refine your selling, to make sure that you can sell better, to make sure that you can do all these things better, when I was able to outsell the top reps that have been there for 9 years. What more polish do I need? I don't say that to be arrogant. I say that because it's true. Like, I was able to outsell top reps that have been there for 9+ years. And they're still telling me that I need polish. And then they're like, oh yeah, hey, we noted this down and it's in your file now. Like, it's in your file now. Like, we'll make sure that this doesn't happen again. Whatever it was, I don't even know what it was. I still think it was a team up essentially. There's all these things that we forget about that make us, that it's like, oh, if we go back, it'll be better. Oh, it'll be better. It'll be better next time. They'll have learned. Every time that I've left a bad relationship, or left a friend, or left a job, well, this is actually like the first, like, second official real job that I've left because of how I was treated essentially. We always think about the good things. We always remember the good things. And like, this is the problem. I think I was talking about this a day or two ago, where it's like, jobs are like heroin. They give you the just enough to want to keep you coming back and back and back and back. And I was talking about this on my walk today to the GoPro, to you guys on one of the other channels, I believe, where there's this movie called Up in the Air, and one of the characters talks to one of the guys that's getting let go, because Up in the Air is essentially based off of a company that goes around and fires people at the jobs because they can't do it themselves. And he asks the character from Whiplash, the main character from Whiplash, I can't remember his name, and I should have looked that up before. He's asked, it's like, how much did you sell your dreams? Like, what did you want to do? And he's like, I want to be a chef. And it's like, how much did they pay you to sell your dreams the first time? And he was like, $40,000 a year, or something around that. It might have been 50,000. I can't remember the exact. I'm pretty sure it was 40,000. And that I sold my dreams for $120,000 a year essentially. It's good. It's good money. It's just, is it worth my happiness? Is it worth my well-being? Is it worth my mental health? Is it worth me not being able to do what I want to do every day? Like, I could do that at my job, at my 9 to 5, like I could have. It's just I always felt like I was having to look over my shoulder. Because I performed so well, so quickly, that then I wasn't performing as well, because it's like I proved what I needed to prove, essentially. Like, I proved what I could do. And like, yeah, I could go back and I could be like, hey, can I actually keep this job? Can I keep it? Can I redact my letter of resignation? I could do that. Will I? I want to trust myself. I got to remember that there was this bike ride that I did. I ran out of water, didn't have adequate clothes. I was freezing pretty much. The sun was starting to go down. I had no idea when I was going to get home. I didn't want to call anybody because I didn't want to ask for that help. Maybe that's a hindrance. I was terrified. I ran over spikes, like go heads essentially, in my tire. Luckily, didn't get a flat. Rode right along the train tracks. I was at my breaking point. I had no way of knowing if I was going to make it. Snuck past a gated community, rode into their neighborhood. Ended up having to backtrack because I took the wrong path because I thought one of them was a dead end. I had to crawl under a cattle fence along with my bike, bringing it over the cattle fence, ride on somebody's private property to be able to get to another cattle fence, which then I had to go under and put my bike over that, and then another one, and then ride along this busy highway to be able to go up this another hill, which I was already dead at this point, have no idea how I even did this. Continue to just put one foot in front of another, in front of another, in front of another, in front of another, until I made it to the top. When I made it to the top, I was like, holy cow, I did that. And then I made my way back down, and I felt amazing. It was the best feeling that I had ever felt. And I get back, and I have a video, and I'm just like, I was in awe that I was able to accomplish what I accomplished on that ride that day. I had never done something like that. I was petrified. And yet I was able to make it back. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm at that exact spot. I'm at that spot where I could either break down and call for help and be like, I need this, or I could keep moving forward. I could keep putting one foot in front of another, in front of another, in front of another, knowing that I will reach my destination, even if it takes me time, knowing that I will do it because I do it every single day. Every time I walk, I put one foot in front of another. It's what I do best. I walk. I ride. I run. I exercise. I do the same thing over and over and over and over again to get the desired result that I'm after. I don't give up. I don't. And I think that's the hard part. That's the scary part about YouTube, about entrepreneurship, is I don't know when I'm going to reach the destination. I have no idea. I could run out of money. I could. I know it won't come to that. I know I won't allow it to come to that. It's terrifying, to say the least. Dude, I've just been telling myself to trust myself for so long. When I was snowboarding, I was like, just trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. And I haven't smoked, I haven't gotten high since I got back it's been 2-3 months essentially since I have done anything. So like my head is clear. I've been crying, grieving over aspects of myself that I once thought to be true, because I was giving so much to somebody that would never give me nearly as much. And I think that's just part of how it is working corporate world. Like, I could. I probably could. I want to do this so badly. I don't know. That's the part that terrifies me. It's just I've never known the destination. Like, the destination has never been, like, that's never been what I've been after. I like seeing things along the way. Like, I'll stop, I'll take a break, I'll look at the lighthouse, I'll look at the mountains, I'll meditate for a bit, I'll lay down, I'll take a little bit of a break. But I'm not stopping. And I think that's more of what this is. Like, this right here, me taking these months off in a sense, like from the real corporate world. And corporate world, I feel like, isn't even actually real in a sense. I've seen too many things. I've experienced too many conversations. One of my friends asked me, is it because you were looking for those things? Very well could be, which I feel like when we look, we find the things that we need. And if people are just a reflection of us, then the things that they're saying to us are just things that are revealing the things that we need to hear. So I think there's aspects of me that were still making me uncomfortable. And then when I addressed those things, I think that that really helped me out a lot. There's this little, like, Chihuahua dachshund thing, and it sounds like that. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's a small little dog, and it has such a big bark. But yeah. Dude, it's like, I know I can do this. And I know there's going to be days like this. I just felt, I guess, sad because I thought that one of my friends would actually want to come along with me. I think that's what it was. I feel like that's what it was. To understand that that's not the case. I got to look out for me. It's the one person I always have had to look out for. It's the one person that I can rely on. It's the one reason why I make these videos, because it helps me overcome the things that I have going on within my own head, because it's very hard for me to articulate things within my head. I have to speak them out loud. It's just how it works for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some things that absolutely terrify me, such as what I did today, walking around and actually talking to the GoPro out in public. Terrifying. I survived. Now I think it's a matter of me going around and actually asking questions to other people, like, and being able to identify the exact, like, person, like the exact person that I'm talking to. And when I was thinking about this, it's like with the anime content, like, I enjoy it. I just like being outside so much more. I don't like being trapped inside this box. It does feel like a box. I like the view. I really, really do enjoy the view. To me, it just feels like, which if you guys look and see this, it's like, this is the apartment. So it's quite literally, see, the sunset's always nice and pretty. But it's just like, when I think and I look back, that actually might be better for right now. I don't know. When I look back at the things that I've done, or the things that I have tried to do, essentially, like, I trust myself in more ways than I could ever imagine. And yet, I'm looking at myself over there in the camera, like, I'll look back here. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to be an inspiration. I'm trying to live by example. And the hard part is leaving. It always is. I can leave relationships no problem, friendships no problem. The jobs are always the tough part for me because they pay my bills. And that's why I have to be able to get creative. It's like, okay, how can I make $2,000 a month, $4,000 a month, $6,000 a month? Like, what do I have to do? I know how to sell. That I do know how to do. So what I'll do is I'll just sell. Sell me. Sell my service. Sell my perspective. My expertise on fitness, social media, marketing, sales, philosophy. Sell myself. That's what I'll do. Part of me wants to move. Part of me doesn't. This moving is just such a pain. Like, I mean, I did move in a sense. I guess I just didn't move in the way that maybe other people did. It's just, the thing is, you guys, like with jobs, they're just, it's always like, okay, you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this, and you do this, and you do this. And it's like, genuinely, I don't know. Figure it out. Just start walking.